Hello everyone, welcome to the part 2 of the video tutorial where we were exploring all about Thunkable and code.org coding platforms. And we first started with the platform of Thunkable, that is a drag and drop coding platforms. In part 1, we learned about the two types of app and about the screen component. Today we will start further on from the button component. And if you have not seen the part 1 of this video tutorial, so go ahead and check out that video tutorial first. Okay, so let's start. First, you have to simply go on to Google and search for Thunkable. So let's start with the button component. So for the button component, we have to just drag and drop it onto the screen. And it will come on your screen. Then from the properties, you can change its property. So let's discuss about it first. You can also name your button. For example, I want this button to be named something called home screen. And it will change and rename your button. Also, you can text whatever you want to be texted in your button. For example, if you are making a music player app, you can rename your buttons by writing the text. You can also change the text color. For example, I want right away it to be blue. And you can also change the font size. Then you can also change the background color of your button. For example, if I want it to be white, it will become white. As we added a picture to our screen, we can also add a picture to our button. The same process is there in adding the background picture to a button. From upload file, you can just go on and take any picture that you want. For example, I will take this picture and something like this will come. And you can see that the image has come. One more condition is there. If you are adding a image to your button, then you should ignore writing the text. So something like this will come on your screen. Then you can also picture resize mode. You can contain, stretch. Okay, so let me just also write play. Okay, for example, I want repeat, it will come this much, center, cover, contain. So I want it to cover. So this is how it comes. You can also change the height. For example, I want the relative size to be 20 as a height, and I want the width to be 10. So from relative size, it comes in percent, so you can change it accordingly to your needs. And you can, from the absolute size, you can write the numbers, the absolute size that you want to it. Then you can also make it visible or non-visible. You can also add margins. For example, if I want 10, it will become a little bit down. If I want it 50, it will become down also. If I want it 50. So this is how it happens. You can also add padding, 20, 10. So this is how it comes on. So I don't want that. Then you can also add border, width and radius. I don't want the radius, so I want it to be in square shape, so it will come in square. You can also add the color to the border. You can also make the font to be bold. The play text will become bold, italic, raised and disabled. So this is how it comes on. So these were the properties of the button. Now let's check out for the label component. So again, you have to just drag and drop it. Now you can also, because it's a label, now label helps you to define your app or define any component. For example, in the label you can write the text to listen music, click play button. You can see that the text has come. You can also change again the font size. You can also change the color of your text if you want black, green, blue, and purple. You can also add background color to the text that you have written, like this. For example, I wanted green. Then you can also add font style, italic, normal. You can also add font weight to be bold, 100 to 100. You can also align it to the center, to the left, to right. Then again the height is there. You can add relative size, 30, and width also. So this is how it comes. You can also make it visible and non-visible. You can also add margins to it. For example, I want a bottom, from bottom of margin 50. This is all about. You can also add padding that I have discussed earlier also. You can also add radius. Like this, it will become curved from its endings. So this was all about the labeling component. Now let's go on to the text input component. In text input allows the users to enter the text that they want. For example, if they want to search any song, they can write the text input here. So you can also type a hint, like it's written type here. You can also write type music name. And then they can type text. Then is the keyboard type. If you want default, email address, so we will just keep on to default. You can also change height and width. You can make it visible. If you want a little bit margin between them, you can also add so. You can again add radius, color, style, and border width. So this was all about the text input component. Then is the list viewer component. List viewer allows you to make a list of some of the items. For example, instead of text input, you can use list viewer to show the users the list of the musics or any other item that you have added to your app. For example, I can add some of the songs. For example, perfect. Then I can also add one more of it. For example, sorry. So the list view component allows you to add a list to your app. And other properties remain the same, the border, margin, and all. Then is the web viewer. Now the web viewer allows your app to open up any website within your app to display. So from web viewer, you can allow your app to add or to open any website that you have added in the blocks. So for that, for any website, you need a URL. So you can enter the URL. And then other are the same properties, border, margin, and all. Then is the switch component. Now switch components allows, for example, this, you can see this. This is also a switch component. Switch components allows it to be true or false, no or yes. Just like this works to visible, non-visible. If you want your music player to be visible, non-visible, then you can do so. So this is how your switch component works. So we end the part 2 of this video here. We'll continue in part 3. So till that, keep on exploring Thunkable. Thank you for watching.